But right now, we about to get into some fun stuff, bruh. I want to ask you, what you think that's someone's character choice. What does someone's character choice say about their personality? Mm-hmm. So, I think that we could just jump to whatever character we want. We don't got to go through the whole cast. I'm going to go ahead and start out with E-Honda players, bruh.
Ooh.
I ain't even going to wait. There is no way.
Man.
Listen, why would you play E-Honda? And this is the thing, too, because I don't even understand y'all fully. Because it's like, on one hand, I thought of the analogy. I was going to say, okay, well, maybe E-Honda players, they play Honda because maybe they're like the millionaires, like, or the billionaires who, like, kind of do all of the slimiest, cheesy stuff in order to get to the bag, and only the result matters. But no, those are the people who pick top tier. That's who that's like me. I'm gonna pick the cheapest characters in the game. That's what I always have done, always will do. And y'all gonna complain, and I'm gonna win happily. Y'all picking this character, he not even top tier. He just annoying. You just don't like people or something.
I think you got the wrong impression. I think Honda players, they're the ones who are tee-hee-heeing the whole way.
What do they want?
They're having fun. They are oblivious. I think they're like, you know when there's that person driving down the highway and they're eating a burger, they're doing their lashes, and they're blasting their music in the morning, and they don't realize that they're causing a 6-lane pileup behind them.
Got a hot pocket. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
They're reciting their morning mantra. They got their little coffee going, and then behind them, they're swerving in and out of the lane, driving with their knee, and then behind them, people are fighting for their life. Right. That's a Honda player. I think they're just oblivious to the stress that they inflict on everybody else, and they're just having a laugh the entire way. And
a Honda player
is like, "This is funny to you."
They've never got eliminated from a tournament and been mad.
How good?
I think after if they lose in a tournament, they just go get some ice cream.
Or they beat you in tournament and go, "Oh, that was a fun set. GG's."
They're serious. And they're serious. They're not even trying to be. Yeah,
I don't think they're malicious. I think they're oblivious to the suffering they inflict on others and having a good time. Speaking of malicious, I think if you're malicious, you're a JP player. So that speaks to me about it. As a JP main myself, listen. So Hondas, they're the oblivious tee-hee-hee. I think the JP is more the sadistic ha-ha-ha.
Yes. Indeed. Look how he dressed.
I'm definitely laughing like a villain when I cook up some nasty setup and then they just crumble, or I'm setting up the portals and teleporting out of the way, and just no matter which way they're swinging, they're just fighting ghosts, literally.
Yeah,
smacking them around for it. I don't know how amazing.
Much. Yeah, I don't know how much JP players just love JP versus you're intelligent human being. I don't know.
I love JP. So JP's also, I think JP is good if you, because you gotta be like the evil mastermind, because you have to spend a lot of time in the lab. I think if you're that person who loves being in the lab, cooking up something devilish to hit somebody with, JP's the character that offers that the most.
He's the opposite of Cammy. Cammy, I could just pick Cammy and not lab per se.
Right. Cammy's very interactive, right? You are playing basic script. She's super good at it, very, very strong, but I don't think you're going to be getting that much time out of labbing setups with her. Like, you can cook up as many meaty hooligan setups as you want. That's not what makes her strong. Right. Yeah. JP, on the other hand, if you like spending hours practicing setups and cooking up something nasty to take to your next rank session, that's the character for you. So, like the supervillain in the lab plotting his attack, that's JP right there.
Okay, so now we need to go to somebody else who thinks that they're like some type of mad scientist, so that they think they are better than everyone. That is Ryu players. I'm gonna give it a buck, bro. If you pick Ryu, you think that you just got the best neutral in the world. Nobody else playing real Street Fighter. You got this amazing, deeply concocted strategy. You think Ryu is worse than he is on the tier list when it's not true. You probably don't wear socks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've never seen a Ryu player with some socks on before.
That is one segment of the Ryu population for sure, and I got to say the bitterness shows. It's just, you gotta chill.
I'm just trying to tell you, man.
Enjoy the character for what he is, but also I think for me, the majority of the Ryu player base, they're just comfortable. They're set in their ways. This is the way the world is and will always be. They have the same 5 meals on repeat.
This is the way the world is and always gonna be.
They eat the same meals every week. They have the same lunch every day. They have the same schedule. They punch in their 9 to 5. They get off work. They throw a couple of Hadoukens. and call it a night. I think Ryu players just love some good old-fashioned Street Fighter the way Capcom had originally intended, right?
Ryu players are kin players in the making. That's what Ryu players are. They're Luke players in the making.
It depends on which
Ryu
path
players
you
are
take, right?
the Akuma waiting room. That's what Ryu players are. Not literally though, because
I would say
no. Ryu is dope,
Ken.
man.
No, if you're in a Akuma waiting room, you're Ken. You're Ken. You're not picking Ryu.
You're right.
I think Ryu players, there is two branching paths. There's the people who say this is what I was meant to do, and the ones who are eventually need to spice things up.
Picking Ryu when Lucas right there is commendable.
But he's the protagonist. There's something to be said about sticking with the well, not even actually. He's not.
See, Luke is the main guy
Where's my Street Fighter 6?
Luke is on the front, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a whole different. It's a new era,
Never mind.
Brian. Yeah, I don't see Ryu on the case.
Listen, I'm telling you, the Ryu players are too busy, with their wife and kids and their life to realize that the cover changed.
When I say all that stuff about Ryu players and being like, oh, they think they're better than everybody, they think they're playing real Street Fighter, I know because it's me. I'm a Ryu player at heart. A lot of us Kieran players in 5 are the same thing, bruh. It's the same. It's a similar concept. We playing the fundamental character and all that. So all that negative stuff I said about y'all, it apply to me.
So what about this? This is where I want to shift gears a little bit. What about if you're playing one of the big bodies, not just one of the big bodies, the biggest of bodies? What if you're a Zangief main? To me, if you're a Zangief main, you are psycho.
You are.
Then you have people like Danny Pham.
Oh my God! Please tell me you played him in Street Fighter 6, bro.
You feel like he is in your. It's like an anime where you're like, oh, he knows what I'm gonna do. He knows I'm gonna go do A, so I should do B. But he knows about B, so I'm on level C.
I feel like that's crazy. I feel like he's just stupid when we play. So that's cool that you have that experience.
When you come full circle, what is smart and stupid anymore? That's where Danny lives. Like, you can't tell if it's smart or stupid at that point, right? It's just gone all the way around. And I think that's the spectrum of Zangief players to me. So I don't know. I think you either got to be super friendly, super nice, and then you don't really realize how dastardly they are, or they're just psychos.
But yeah, Geef players, bro, they always smiley and in a good mood.
There's something to be said for having to, there's some satisfaction with being a Zangief player, because when you land that SPD, it's because you worked your way in to get it. So I think there's some kind of dopamine rush that is so extreme that because you're not constantly performing super strong offensive actions, you finally get it. They have to be smiling.
Yeah, they must.
Something
that's
the
true.
way the psychology of playing a super slow big body grappler works out like that. You finally cash out, and you're like, yeah,
it has
I
to.
did
Yeah,
that.
and to go to a tournament and bet your whole life on Zangief SPDs is you're a special person. But shout out to the
very
Geef
special.
Players. So okay, gotta bring up the green boy, man, Blanka. Now I'm talking about real Blanka players.
I thought you were about to talk about. I thought you were about to talk about DJ for a second there. That's.
Oh, DJ? Oh no! If you're a DJ player, we're gonna keep it
green. You stay green when you play DJ.
If you're a DJ player, you get money. You probably get into the bag. You know what I'm saying? You probably, you got a lot of suitors and stuff like that out there. You just smooth. It's true, Brian. Why are you shaking your head looking all crazy? If you're a DJ player, probably extremely, you're a life of the party type of guy.
If you're a DJ player, you're a degenerate. I don't know. You're on a sugar high and you're waiting to crash.
DJ,
that's all I know.
We play top tier, but we don't play top tier. You know what I mean? DJ, he's not even top 5. We like, when we walk in the building, they know we in the building, but we ain't trying to make a scene too much. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what's going on with the DJ players. Look, we have me, Smug, Kizzy K. Those are all cool, smooth, entertaining people. DJ, you gotta have a certain energy to play DJ, bro.
All I know is I've been jump scared by DJ being across the screen, and then suddenly I blink and he's in my grill and half my life is gone too many times.
That's your problem. You're not reacting. When DJ do drop rush,
you're not
he
wrong.
Turns green, Brian.
He's green about 70% of the match. I've noticed that part. I've after it happens, I think back, to what actually occurred. It's one of those things where I have to see the slow-mo replay to really assess the situation, like what really happened.
I'll be watching Shin, bro. Shin is my favorite DJ to watch.
Oh, it's super strong.
Like as he is, he be drive rushing, boy.
Oh,
he be in there.
Of course.
Drive rush jab.
like, I think with DJ players, they know that you're going to deal with this, right? I think there's a certain I think that confidence and that smoothness comes from the fact that when they're in this range for drive rush jab, you're like, you got to take this. Like, there's nothing. Like, you know, it's my turn right now, right?
Yeah,
like, there's a little bit of this, like, hey, man, you know, both of us know that I'm about to drive rush.
Both of us know I'm plus or you about to get hit.
Right. And then when I'm out of that range, you know, like, you think maybe he can't do nothing. No, I'm chilling. Double fireball, EX fireball. Yeah. So, you're right. DJ players, they ain't stressed because they're putting the stress on the opponent on any part of the screen. So I agree with that take.
And what about, okay, so now the last one got to be the Blankas, bro. So as far as I'm not talking about Mena. Mena's not a real Blanka. I'm talking, he is the best Blanka probably. But I'm talking about Wolfgang. But in general, to play Blanka, I think you're a super eclectic person. Like, I think that's the perfect word for it. I know it's like close to electric, but I honestly, like, because why would you want to do all that? Like, why would you want a Blanka ball and, you know what I mean, go crazy, do the big hop, jumping all over he literally the fact that he has the hop that goes through your body, you know what I'm talking about? Where he's hop to the other side, you know, they made him to be like, look at him, he's feral, he's a feral child. So the fact that
he's got a face that only a mother would love, so you got to be a real mother to play some Blanka.
You got some maternal attributes if you play Blanka, bro.
And you got to do it. You got to nurture that character because not too many people set the roadmap for you. I mean, you could look to like the Nishikins, the Wolfgangs, and now the Menas, but like, usually a super underrepresented character. So I feel like if you pick Blanka, you're kind of trying to carve your own path. I think that is part of it. Like, some people definitely gravitate towards characters where they feel like they're a little bit under the radar. I think Blanka's a bit to that degree. I think Sim is also a little bit like that, just with a different element to it, with the keep away rather than the rush down. So I definitely think Blanka players, they want to be a little bit different. I think they take pride in saying, like, look, I'm doing stuff that nobody else is doing, and I respect that. Listen, I did that with Oro. It's fun to try to carve your own path.